Alright, I gotta make sure I got OBS at max volume. So the spot. We're gonna do the spot. Also, you guys can hear the game and me. We're balanced out okay, right? Yeah. So yeah, this bit I'm gonna just blah blah blah. Just make sure that myself and the game are balanced perfectly. Blah 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 blah. Sharash. Anyway, onto the spa service. And I'll just go in as a guest, because I plan to play through the whole thing with you guys. I'm going to get frustrated, by the way, just a fair warning. Sorry, King. If I have time at the end, we'll go back to battles, but for now, we're not. I'm sorry. So yes, I can't really choose characters in this. I can't really alter what Pokemon I use or voice. Well, I can alter voices I use, but almost anybody can do that. I'm not gonna get to you, Mewtwo. Mewtwo kicks arse. So if you guys know the Pokemon anime, basically what happens is it's Jesse and James and Ash, that whole gig, and they basically take your Bulbasaur and your Squirtle, but leave you with Pikachu. Bad idea. I don't know. I might do James bits every now and again. Fine. Let's play a little game of hide and seek. We'll hide in different places, and you'll come find us. Yeah, a lot of people like this game. I've got it down here, I think. No, that's my monster. Is it hiding behind my monster? What game is this? Oh, it's Aladdin. Somewhere down here. Sorry, folks. I want to find this. I mentioned it earlier that if... Aha! Now, this game is actually here because before this game came along, what was the first... I meant to do this before. I've got the game in my hand, by the way, if you can't tell. This style game actually originally started with a Super Nintendo game in Japan called Panel de Pong, which in America eventually evolved into Tetris Attack. And from Tetris Attack we got this game, Pokemon Puzzle League, and Pokemon Puzzle League also got a sequel for the Game Boy Color called Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. So, a little history on that. I like to do history every now and again. So yeah, I like history a little bit. I think Safazan should have me as his history mentor when it comes to certain games, but whatever. Now I did a Let's Play on this if you want to see me do a proper explanation of everything, but basically what line clear mode is, you're trying to get to that line there by clearing this off. Now I'm also not a master comboist like Maryland is. Even though I kinda did right there by fluke. Damn it, wrong one. So yes, I'm gonna be kind of focusing a bit, so guys, if I just go quiet or I stop listening to you, don't take it personally, I'm just focused. Pokemon Trozy. I have heard of Pokemon Trozy, and I think it's a puzzle game that I would probably like, but I never found I never played it, nor did I find a copy, so... First world problems. Way to go! Okay, that'll do it. Now I already showed up Pokemon Type Wild, which was kind of the other thing I wanted to do with my shift. Actually, I should explain that a bit. Shut up, Jesse. Yes. I actually had two shifts. What I originally wanted to do was I wanted to do this mode for one of my shifts and finish up with Type Wild, which some of you saw earlier, and I might bring it back out if I finish with enough time. Just to briefly show it off, and then I might finish up with Pokemon Rumble. Way to go! I also, like I mentioned a minute ago, I wanted to play Pokemon Rumble for this stream. Way to go! Dang it! Ruined my combo. Combo kill. the 2-player is the best in this game. Actually, I actually know somebody personally. I know somebody in my local area that loves to play this game, and we would. Even though I suck at the game, I love to play it with her. Yes, a lady. I know a female. I'm not totally inept at making conversations with women. I know some of you are thinking it. Don't try and deny it. You were thinking it. Yeah, whatever. But yes. I was telling you. So I was gonna play Pokemon Rumble for one of my shifts, kind of, and especially when somebody played earlier and had like 3 frames a second, I was like, oh god, I need to play this to try and make up for how much the frame rate didn't show it off. What else is I gonna say? So yeah, that was basically my original shift, but we ended up having a lot of schedule transitions throughout this. A lot of people kind of joined in last minute, such as Purple Rodri joined in last minute, kind of out of the blue, and you know, some people like that. So my shifts got kind of turned around and crunched down to one, especially with people that I covered for who weren't able to play. Which I really hope the Lightning Spirit is able to play later, because if I have to cover for them again, I'm gonna be really tired. I'm gonna be doing a 9-hour stream, baby. There is actually well, there's not off the first movie, I should say. There is a hack based off of the anime, so. Sorry, I'm trying to entertain myself and entertain you guys at the same time. So yeah, there was like 6 people I had, not 6, there was like 2 or 3 people I had to cover either full shifts or partial shifts for. Actually no, it was 6 people I had to cover full shifts or partial shifts for, because Faison was asleep and everybody else was off at their job or at school, so I covered for them until they were available. So, because Faison noticed that I basically had a lot more screen time, I'm saying the wrong words because I'm tired and that's my excuse, but I had a lot more screen time than these other people, so he said, hey, I'm going to just take off one of your shifts. Unintentionally, I guess I kind of got a double shift to make up for me losing a shift, to make room for other people, but whatever, I'm here.
Alright, let's go.
All right, Mecha Silva, thank you. Thank you for all your donations. You have a good day, sir, and I hope to see you back here later when the raffle happens. And dang it, and when everything else kicks off. I'm probably gonna end up staying up all night, folks. I'm gonna pull Faison. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. You could try and stop me, but I'll just simply look at you and laugh and say, "Ha!" and then you'll feel awkward. Yes, you've seen my face. I'm actually one of like 3 people who's done face cam for this. And not because I normally do face cam. I don't normally do face cam. I just figured I had the technological capabilities, so I figured I would just do it. Like Nike, just do it. You already pulled a Faison. I think everybody at one point in the stream has pulled at least a partial Faison, where they just stayed up and said, "What's sleep? I don't need sleep. I'm a man. I'm a man, Daddy." Man go chop down his own wood. Unfortunately, I think I'm hitting that point in my nightly routine where I'm getting to the point where I'm just rambling incoherently. I'm like an episode of Raw Cow.
Let's see what you can do.
This is boring. It'll get more entertaining. This is like starting difficulty levels, but trust me, the game gets a lot harder and a lot more interesting, and you'll see me in anger probably once or twice. Also note, it takes a really long time for me to get angry, so to see me angry will probably be a new experience for a lot of people. A lot of people who probably don't want to see me angry. Also, I should check donations again to see if we have any new ones. I was kind of afraid that this would happen, that I would play Pokemon Puzzle League actually, and that I would not have anybody online to help me to tell me, you know, when donations happened. Because I basically phoned in all the donations to Maryland earlier when he was playing, because this game takes an unprecedented amount of concentration. Also, my brain locks up sometimes when I play this, when a combo is in the wings. So I'm not as good as Maryland at this, but I can at least play it. Dang it, I messed that one up. What will I play next? Sorry. If I beat this quick enough, I'll gauge what time I have left. If I have like 10 minutes left before the next person comes on, I'll play Pokemon Type Wild, which is an unofficial fighting type, or unofficially made fighting game, kind of based around the same engine and whatnot of Street Fighter. If I have like a couple hours left, if I have like a couple hours left of my segment, I'll actually go back to Pokemon Rumble. I've actually still got my Wii U on, well, Wii on, so I can play it. Also, I'm going to put this back down. That monster is reserved for when I'm about to die. The next person is technically me, actually, which is starting... Yeah, thank you, Nugget Bridge. Thanks for reminding me that well, Nugget Bridge, I don't know if you remember, but basically, Connortron and Crimson, they were having internet problems, and Cephazon needed to fill in, so I filled in, and they both went off to bed when they fixed their internet, so hi. I'm kind of holding up the whole stream for the next 3 hours. I hate myself.
Prepare to battle.
Firestorm. Who's Firestorm? I don't know. I'm bad with names, by the way. Also, I do normally build up combos a lot bigger than I do now, but the spa service, I've got a terrible history of spa service because it switches over to 3D mode halfway through, and then my brain just goes. Ugh. That was probably really sexy to watch. Like right here. Can't make anything off that. Although watching Maryland play earlier, I kind of learned some tactics for this. Kind of learned some tactics. Got nothing there. When did that happen? Brain no want to work. Brain takes field trip. Leave me behind. Unga bunga. And suddenly I pull that out of nowhere. Anyway, let's just finish it off. There's several actually. Polytoad, I think I know of, that has it. So, oh, somebody already answered you.
Show us what you got.
Brain reach melting point. Me no likey. Me take nap now. No, no, seriously. If I keep talking, I'll stay up with you guys. I'll kind of trooper through it like Cephazon does. Cephazon does. Ugh. Although I don't think my verbal communication skills will stay that way. I can still use big words. That's a combo coming. Don't mind me, I'm just channeling my inner badass. That's what you call it, right? Inner badass? Damn it. Okay, he left. He heard my corny joke and left faster. He heard my corny joke and left faster than you can say 2-for-1 deal. Don't ask what that has to do with anything. But yes, this mode's gonna get vindictive. Very. Yeah, Super Skarmory couldn't make it. He had some college exams going on and whatnot, so I'm filling in.
All right, let's go.
Everyone's probably sleeping right now. I'm the one guy that's kind of being the, hello, hi, how are you? So yeah, I'm the night shift. I don't mind being the night shift though. I'm actually okay covering for people. It's I'm gonna sound a bit like an egotist, but it's kind of in my nature to be the filler for people when they can't do something. Replacer. Speaking of, I guess I could ask: do any of you folks out there play Call of Duty? I'm not gonna rage at you or anything. I'm just curious if any of you happen to also play Call of Duty along with Pokemon or have interest in Pokemon. Somebody sent me a message. Hold on. What? I gotta read something here. Hold on, folks. Sorry, I gotta read something here. There's something going on. Okay, something freaked out. Somebody was sending messages on Skype, and I thought like I was gonna get my shift cut off 20 minutes early. So I'm sorry. I had to make sure I wasn't overstaying my welcome then, if that was gonna be happening. But now I'm out of the groove, so now I'm gonna suck for a bit. Yeah. Oddly enough, I'll admit I kind of want to play Call of Duty, but just because I'm feigning interest in it, not because I want to go like be like Brosif. Yo, Brosif, what's going on, man? Sound more like a surfer than a person. Oh, good lord, I am truly losing my mind. Still, I've lost my mind on the other side. I'll try again to find. I totally messed up a Disturbed song. I feel bad because Disturbed is an awesome band. Sorry, this is the point where I start saying randomly. What is my Skype? It's actually pretty much the same as this. Just put a period in between praised and scooter. Though, don't expect much from me. I'm usually kind of a shy person. Meaning I'll probably I'll accept it, but I might not say much to you unless you say something to me first. I tell people that because they think I'm just a jerk, but no, I'm just shy. I mean, I do Let's Plays for YouTube, so I should be over any social anxiety I could possibly have, but no, I still have social anxiety a bit. Which, by the way, if you do think you have problems with social anxiety or being shy, doing stuff on YouTube or doing Let's Plays, doing anything with your voice and YouTube is a great way to get just to open yourself up and be a real person. David Draymond. I'm assuming that's the singer. I'm sorry. Again, bad with names. But I'm assuming David Draymond is the singer for Disturbed.
Way to go!
I think I've heard his new band a little bit, but I don't remember what the name of it was. Also, the music in this game is really awesome. Yeah, don't laugh it up, Fuzzball. Also, I'll try and draw attention to it, even though you might not hear as well, but I'm going to be blunt with you guys. There's a certain sound bit they use for Jesse and James in this when it gets to about World 3, quote-unquote, where it sounds like they're getting it on. I did see the Pokemon Snakewood. I actually have seen a lot of things that have happened today. I've been pretty much here for everything that happened today. Oh, excuse me, I am a pig. I ain't like a pig. Pumbaa, you are a pig. Oh. My picture for Skype is Luigi dressed up as Barney from How I Met Your Mother. So Neil Patrick Harris is awesome.